Nice to see you today. You've been making some really good progress over the last few weeks. I just want to reiterate a few points that we discussed during today's lesson, and a couple of things that we did mention in last week's lesson regarding your weight transfer on that left arm during your backswing. We take you up to the top of your backswing. Okay, so you have made a really good shoulder turn, and you just drifted off that centre line ever so slightly, and also, as I mentioned last week, that left arm is still bending a fraction, not quite as much as it was last week, but again it's still a little bit bent there in the backswing. From this position though, in regards to your weight transfer, you're going to really need quite a conscious effort to push that weight over to your left hand side to get back down to the golf ball and have that downward strike, and to create that consistent shot each time. As we can see on this swing, as you start your downswing, your weight does try to move over to that left hand side, but again, as we're approaching the impact area, you can see where your upper centre is. It's still just on that line, and your head is a fraction behind that line. Again, the weight's not quite getting over to your left hand side far enough. Again, this is the reasons why you're catching the golf ball a little bit on the thin side. So your golf ball is coming past the bottom of your swing, and it's on its upswing as you're making contact with the golf ball. So really need to have a nice conscious effort and a big movement of your upper body over to the left hand side to get that downward strike onto that golf ball. If we have a look at Bobby on the right hand side, again, as we take him up to the top of his backswing, you can see that he moves off that centre line a fraction on his backswing, but you can see as he starts his downswing, he has a real big movement of weight to the left hand side there. So it's just taking him to the left of that centre line. As he comes down nicely into the back of the golf ball, you can see that his upper body is now in front of that line, and his hips have well cleared and well off to the left hand side of that line. So again, that's just a point of an area where you need to keep working on. The backswing is good. You've got a nice body turn, but you need a real big conscious effort to push that weight over to the left hand side to get back to the golf ball and make a consistent strike. So if you keep working on those areas for the week, and I look forward to seeing you next week.